Yes, hello, it is I, Danhausen here. That's right, the Danhausen. Very nice, very evil, love that Danhausen, so on and so forth.
Hey, this is Colt Cabana, professional wrestler and former professional podcaster.
This is the artist formerly known as Fandango, a.k.a. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Captain Midnight.
This is former WWE superstar and the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
This is the king of NXT, Lexus. King?
Bro, it's Vince Russo.
What's the name of your thing?
The Fig Cave.
Tune into the Fig Cave.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
I love listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast. And you are listening to a podcast right now. It's the Fig Cave.
And this is the Fig Cave.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast
With my boys Phil, Tommy, and Nick. And if you're not listening, then you better recognize.
The Fig Cave Podcast, the best podcast out there today. We are the podcast with the most stuff. We have the podcast that's the most buff. And we are the podcast, if you listen to us long enough, you won't be able to get enough.
God bless America. Buy action figures. I hate pro wrestling.
Not your cursed.
Got it, bro? Good.
In quite a while. Welcome to the Fig Cave. We got Tommy and Nikki up in Connecticut. Got our Patreon members jumping into the group chat here in a minute. What's up, boys? What's going on? How you feeling?
Sore, tired, cranky.
Why? What happened?
I found out like what actually happens inside when you tear your bicep. Where I tore mine was just the lower part closer to the elbow. It snaps and retracts and goes like basically like shoots back up into your arm. So I had like what they call it Popeye arm, where everything when it snapped, everything broke off and went up. So I had this big, like it looked like a muscle in my bicep, like up in my upper arm, and everything down low was like nice and low. And so they call it Popeye arm because you have this big giant circle on your arm. Fun fact of the day.
That is pretty crazy, man.
And I can't feel my my thumb yesterday or lately. So that's also like a side effect where like my thumb is like tingly and like I slept on it or something. It's weird.
Always scary. I hate that feeling.
But physical therapy starts on Monday.
Got Andrew and Peter Jones in the chat. I'm playing injured too, man. I got this this thing on my tongue. I got a canker, my first ever canker sore. My 42 years on this planet. You guys ever had a canker sore?
Dude, stop kissing at the strip club, dude. Stop.
Dude, I don't know what it feels like. I burnt my tongue like 50 times in the same spot. That's what it feels like. I don't know. I looked it up. It was either from spicy foods, which I don't eat too much spicy food, or stress, which would make sense because last weekend I had 7 10-year-old boys sleeping over my house. My son had his birthday party.
Open with the birthday party part.
Yeah.
Open with the birthday party.
It was maybe one of the worst days of my life. It was awful. He had a great time. They all had a great time. I was just like constantly telling them to like not light things on fire or put things down or stop doing this or stop doing that. I felt like a true like asshole dad, but it was good. We took them to
working stiff, brother.
Indoor soccer game, and then they had a sleepover. They never wanted to go to sleep, of course. I wanted to stay up and freaking giggle all night. You know,
what'd you feed him this year?
He wanted Raising Canes. The kid wanted Raising Canes
again.
Yeah, he loves the Raising Canes. He's all about.
Was it Jamal Paul? Did he have a post? I don't think it was even in the group. He just was like kind of clowning Raising Canes, and I agree with him. It's all fries and sauce, dude.
I did in the morning. I got some of that toast they give you, like the Texas toast kind of thing, and I made an egg and chicken sandwich on the Texas toast, like reheated it. It was good.
My mom gets so mad because like my dad's like, "You ever see Texas toast? Just grab me a loaf if you're gonna be." He just loves a thick cut toast, man.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, it is good.
Does he know you can buy the frozen stuff in the frozen section? It's so fucking good,
dude. He just like it's so like Dude, one time we drove. I was on call for work. I had to drive all the way from here to like Maine. And I was like, "Hey, you want to go for a ride?" Like, even though it's the work truck, like, I don't know, like, we just won't crash. And he's like, "Yeah, but you got to buy me dinner." And by dinner, he wanted 2 hamburgers at Burger King. I was like, that without my mom around. Like, I want 2 hamburgers, not Whoppers, just 2 hamburgers. So funny, so simple.
But yeah, I'm on the mend, just like you, Tom. I'm feeling injured, but I'm playing through it. You know, I got the gift of gab. I try to talk, but my tongue hurts. But you know, I get through it.
I burn my tongue every 3 weeks. Like, I'll be like, why did I bite that? Why?
I do burn my tongue a lot.
Yeah,
it's annoying. It's
A
like
pod-
pizza. Like
it
a
could be
pizza.
far too much
usually.
pizza in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
A pod I used to be on with some friends. We used to have $1 million ideas, and one of my $1 million ideas was a balm that you put on your tongue when you burn it. Because the worst part about burning your tongue is that it's like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
If there was like some kind of balm or chapsticks type thing that you could just put on your tongue and make it heal faster. Woo!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good. I was literally.
I'm 100% over here. I'm fine.
You're feeling good. You're feeling good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
When the parents started picking up the kids in the morning, I was literally like clapping. I felt like an asshole, but I was like, "Get the fuck!" There was one kid, and one of you guys pointed out the kid in the picture that knew the kid. That was just like his speaking voice was just like a yell, and had to like just not like there was no break in the words, just constant yelling, constant talking. The rest of them were pretty good. But
hey, Christina, the Taylors are here to pick up their son.
All right, yeah, wow. But he had a good time. Good times were had by all the kids. So, but now we're here. All 3 of us were,
we got graphics this week. We had our intro video. We got
we got.
Oh my god.
Yeah, last week's episode.
Guys, I love Phil to death, but I have never hated Phil more in my life than I did last week.
You did hate me last week a lot.
Yeah. I'm just like, I just want to rest. Like, I'm fucking tired. It was 2 days after surgery. I'm laying down. I hear my phone vibrating.
Oh no.
I didn't even look at it though. That's why I said I just passed out. I was like, well,
Yeah.
God, please don't be Phil. Please don't be Phil. Phil logged into the wrong account on StreamYard. Made a new account. Instead of just logging into the account we already have established.
That was my fault.
It's all right. You look great. You look great.
Hey, I'm a journalist. I'm a big J journalist. I'm
not a tech guy.
Not a tech guy. But I'm learning. I am learning. But we got a good show. We're gonna get we wanted to wait till Tom came back. We wanted to get this Ultimate Edition bracket going, March Madness. Even though March Madness is already halfway over, we're if this doesn't work this year, we're punting on the whole bracket thing because it's a lot of work.
I think me and Nick are punting on it without you.
You guys, okay, all right,
no, we got it. We can do it.
No, I say we do a sweet. Maybe we do a sweet 16. We do a 4-4-4-4. Keep it rolling. But we'll figure it out. I was listening to the TB Toycast. I think that's the name of the podcast. Definitely check it out. It's such a toy podcast. They talk a lot of wrestling stuff, but they had some good points. And we'll get to one of them later in the show. But the first one is just basically like one of them was collecting the big rubber guys and just kind of had to, he was a completist, had to punt on it, just because there was so much stuff coming out. And I feel like we talk about that on our podcast. I don't hear too many other podcasts talk about stopping collections for space reasons. So it was definitely a good listen. Check out those guys. They do a good podcast every single week. But before we get to the news, Puma's right. We got to finish the story this year. So, before we get into the news, any corrections? Did you listen to the pod last week, Tom? Was it good?
I had to listen to it because nobody put an intro in it. Nobody put the weekly purchases music in.
Just once again, nobody gives me the passwords for anything, guys. So
yeah,
I take
no
fault. Blame in any of this.
With StreamYard, we can only have 2 seats. So Phil. I might give you a seat if Phil keeps acting up. I might give you a seat.
Oh my God! Come on, man!
You're just gonna rip that captain? This stuff is
If you're watching on YouTube, we'll switch Nick's spot over here. For now, look at Nicky's in command.
I feel like my face is too dark with this hat on.
Phil got demoted, but no, it's all good. It's all good. But
all's well that ends well, right?
The price goes up if we add another seat. So we're on a budget here. We're buying big giveaways. We're buying big giveaways.
Yeah, we got to save money for giveaways. Fuck
we
StreamYard.
got to figure out what we're buying. What we got to get from High Spots with all these signings they got.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of.
Speaking of giveaways, our March Madness bracket for the actual tournament.
Mhm.
Stephen Odette, your current leader right now, with 550 points. He has Michigan State to win the whole thing. Now,
I'm confused because Maryland's still listed in there, but Connecticut is not on there anymore. Did they lose a game? They did lose.
They did. Are you?
Oh,
hold on,
You
I
can
got
only win 13 games in a row, and
There you go. There you go.
So many times, guys.
I'm on timeout.
You know what pissed me off about UConn though is Dan Hurley, the coach.
He was making all
Is
kinds
a
of
great
excuses.
coach, and that's the kind of person I want on the sidelines.
He needs to shut up though.
No.
Like you can't be
What are you
bitching about the
talking- what are you
refs. Hold on. I like UConn. I was cheering for UConn. I'm a Connecticut citizen. I'm cheering for them in the
Connecticut citizen.
I'm cheering for them as soon as BC gets knocked out of the hockey tournament. But
Mm-hmm.
you can't complain about the refs when you don't score a fucking point in 6 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
how they always say, "Oh, we thought we had him in the first." Like I thought we had him in the first 34 minutes, and then we just stopped scoring points.
you know who's pissed that they lost is Logan. Logan's doing his first ever bracket this year with a couple of his buddies from baseball. $5 buy-in, and he picked UConn to win the whole thing.
Bro, I was out. I'm done. I really thought St. John's had him, and I thought Patino had those guys like just on mind lock. I thought I was good. I picked them all the way, and then UConn losing too. Like I could pick up some big points because I got a lot of other teams in there, but I think I'm done.
well, that was also a tough. I mean, they played Florida in the second round, right? That was a tough ass matchup. They're gonna smash
Dude,
Maryland
they were
tomorrow.
if you watch it, they were owning them for the first 35 minutes. They just
Yeah, they played him great.
Yeah. Oh, good.
but you gotta
Finish.
you can't live off that 3-4 point lead. You gotta build on
Yeah.
it.
St. John's had that guy that just went like 3 for 20 or something, like one of their best players. That was the biggest problem for them. So yeah, we got the bracket. Winner gets a gift card for J&J, our friends over at J&J. You get a nice gift card to that. If you don't win and you're a Patreon member, you still get 15% off anything on their website. I just opened up a package from Amazon today. It came all busted. The figures were all screwed up. J&J reposted it and said, hey, that's why we have wrestling figures on our website. And they're right. They package stuff with care.
And fast. They're
Yeah.
like me on eBay, dude. They might be as fast as me when I sell stuff on eBay.
They're like me on my wedding night. Super fast, dude.
Sure. Yeah.
Your memory goes back that far?
I know. I don't remember. I don't remember half the shit that happened back then.
Nick, just be prepared. Wedding night sex, you think it's going to be great? It's the worst sex of your life. True story. Because
sloppy.
you're sloppy, you're tired.
You're
What's
tired
my
of
first
shit.
time, so
You're fucking
because we're not married, dude.
Yeah, true. That's true. I don't know. How
Oh,
you,
man.
I don't know how you had a kid, but
Guys, doing
it's
it all
magic.
backwards.
all right. Somebody in our I forget who it was. Someone messaged me on Instagram or in our Facebook group and said, can you guys recap us on what you collect? What's in your PC? What's your personal collection? Because it does change all the time. And I know Tom, you're downsizing here and there. Nick, you've been downsizing. So let's go through it real quick. We can kind of bounce around, then we'll get into the news and stuff like that. I think I'm done on the G.I. Joe figures. I when I was listening to that TV Toycast.
Hold on.
Hold on. I said this before, but there's like 2 or 3 main characters they haven't made yet. I need to get, but I'm not buying. I don't think I've maybe bought 2 since the beginning of the year, so I'm out on those. Retros, I'm pretty close to being out on too. I think I'm like 4 sets behind on the Mattel Creations ones. If they do a big sale, I might grab them, but it's just not there for me. And I did want to talk about this with you guys. We'll get into Zombie Sailor a little bit later with, tomorrow night he's got the premium. Is that premium? The premium one?
Pinnacle.
I'm sorry, Pinnacle. They look amazing, obviously. And we know Grapplers and Gimmicks are coming out with the Regium figures. Do you think, when these 2 lines come out, that their retro business is going to just tank?
No.
There's
still a market.
I don't know about. I mean, I think the other guy already tanked, but Zombie, as a person, Zombie, his passion is always going to be with the retro scale.
Yeah.
Like that's if you the interviews from the Toys That Made Us, like that's why they brought him in. That's how Matt met him, was him selling him green cards like out of a trunk at Disney or something like that. Like
Yeah.
That's still his thing. That's still his passion. He has so many guys that I don't think he wants to make in the Pinnacle line that they are tailor made for
retros.
For that specific, for the retro line. He doesn't want to put him in the Pinnacle. So
You writing a letter over there?
I'm adding all the ultimates. I'm trying to add all the people that have ultimates.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I know there's a lot of clicking. Sorry.
I kind of disagree. I feel like people. I don't know if there is a market for retros. I don't think it was what it once was, but I think once people start coming out with, I think more people collect elite style figures. You know what I mean, in the community. So, and people are going to choose with their wallets. I don't think it'll kill retros completely, but if I have the choice of getting an Ahmed Johnson elite or a retro, I'm getting an elite. It's going to fit my collection a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people that buy the retros are like they're only in for the retros. Like, I think even Alejandro Contreras. Like, I think he's still big on the retro line specifically.
Yeah.
From the Major Pod lore, Stripper John. Like that's all he still buys. He won't buy anything but retro scale.
Okay. Well,
so I think that's represented. I think there's just hardcore collectors that's their nostalgia. It just wasn't like I've always said I was only in there on the first wave or two, and then I still hated how they didn't articulate, and I was ready for them to play.
I was actually going to ask you, Phil, while you're talking about doing the retros, getting rid of the retro or getting out of the retros. Does that mean you would sell your Hasbros? Because you have a complete Hasbro collection, right?
No, I'm not gonna get rid of anything. I would just stop like buying them. The Hasbros, yeah. I don't
feel like now's the time to sell those Hasbros. Like I feel like there's still that market where there's still like I see the price. That's why I got out of it because I was like, I'm never gonna finish this, and I'm not gonna pay $1,200 for a 1-2-3 kid or whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, I have a full set of mint on card and loose retros. So what I would probably do is, but I can't decide which one to get rid of on those. You know what I mean? I feel like for value, it'd be better to keep the mint on card ones, but I like having them loose and displayable. So I don't know, but it's just that they don't grab me like they used to. I feel like they've kind of run out of the big must-haves for me.
I'd sell the carded for sure. If I was going to sell one of them,
yeah,
I would sell your card.
I would probably get way more money, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, just because they're going to go with all your Hasbros that you have that are open.
Yeah, are already open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Behind me, I do a loose set of all the new generation elite figures. So tomorrow, when that Double J goes on sale from Zombie Sailor, I'm definitely going to grab that. I do loose elite figures, basics or elites. I'm complete on the Mattel Ultimate Edition, complete on the Mattel Legends, and then Kurt Angle figures and Macho Man figures. So a lot of stuff. So that's why the retros and the classifieds have kind of gone by the wayside. So, and the random elite here and there, which I try not to buy. But
Nick, you gonna go next?
Sure. So the purge has not happened. I am purging, but the big sale has not happened. Still negotiations, heavy negotiations. I collected the first 10 waves of the Unrivaled, and 5 of the Unmatched for AEW. I have bought maybe 5 since, except for Chases. I have a Chase Whisperer on my side that he finds them for me, and I continue that collection. I have most of the Supremes, although it's very easy because they only put out 2 a year. So it's just a matter of waiting until they hit clearance and you pick them up.
Is that accurate? Do they really only put out 2 a year?
I mean, it's just the Walmarts get Supremes. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I didn't even think of that.
That's got to be right, though, right? Like, I mean, Punk was while he was still signed, or right when he came in. So if you think that's late 23.
Last year was Sting, and
Mox just came out. So yeah, I mean, less than 2 a year, basically. Still waiting to see what happens. I am complete on Ultimates. I have a handful of BRGs, but I'm really trying to only get one of each person if I get them at all. I don't feel like I want to get current guys, although I've seen the Hardys get signed now, and it's like beautiful. Like what Jeff Hardy does with that BRG bubble is probably worth getting. So they're actually doing a signing fairly close to me soon, so I might get that done. And then, as I talked before, my goal is to get I want one of every person for my elites, or at least when I purged, I wanted to keep one of every person. So I have those complete on Superstars minus the Chase Razor.
That's what the pants is the Chase one.
What's that?
Yeah,
the
pants is the Chase Razor.
About a year ago to J&J, I sold at least a lot of the Masters of WWE, and I sold them almost all of my retros. All my carded stuff. I probably have 10 or 12 left, and that's just not a scale that really interests me. It never did. So I just buy what I want from Zombie Sailor. But not a lot. I'm not kind of like I've always said that I'm over that scale. So it just was like when I dove back in, when I listened to Major Pod, and it had me like, I listened to it, and then I met TJ Maxx. Like, oh, there's Zack Ryder, Iron Sheik, Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
might as well start buying these
cheap. Yeah,
and they were so cheap. And a lot of them. I mean, I really got in there right before the value went up, and I was able to. Other than Roman Reigns, I was able to get a lot of them for under $25.
Five below.
Yeah, Five Below. A couple Walmarts, you get some extras. Some were beaters. Some you had to open up, but
yeah,
I would say, I think Roman's the only one that I really had to pay some money for. $200, I think. Was a lot. I just wanted it. I kept buying it on eBay, and it would kept the bubble falling off, so I bought it off a local toy store.
Very nice.
That's it, though. That's all. That's
it, Zoe.
That's it. My collection's fluid. I'm kind of changing everything regularly, but I decided I did not need to collect every Ric Flair figure anymore. I decided not need to collect every Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, or Bret Hart figure anymore, just because there's so many and there's like so many to choose from. So the majority of them, I'm just like kind of picking and choosing. Love the big BRGs for the Ric Flairs. I got the Macho Man one. I really downsized with Hulk Hogan. Sorry, the Puma. I've only got, I don't even know, like maybe 4 now. It's just kind of all over the place. I'm with Nick on the autographs, although I am not doing just Ultimates. I've got a mix of Legends, Ultimates, and then if they don't have any of those, then I go with a Legends Elite, or I'm sorry, a regular Elite. So that collection's kind of all over the place a little bit. I do have like a couple of the figure collections, retros, like the Colt Cabana, the Buff Bagwell signed. I have the Blue Meanie Bone Crusher signed just because I helped work on those. So obviously special place in my heart on those. But then like my Elite collection is just essentially Golden Era and New Gen and a little bit of Attitude Era. But it's like I really, really, really like thinned out because like I was so pumped for that Golga figure, and then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I really need a fucking Golga figure, like,
yeah,
and like even some of the guys, like I love Dusty Rhodes, I love the NWO, I don't love Dusty Rhodes in the NWO, so like I felt like I didn't need that Build-A-Figure anymore. The Disciple figure is so good, but I felt like I didn't need, like, do I really need a fucking Disciple figure? No, I don't think so. So just like NWO is a perfect example, right? There's a million guys in there. I kept the Hogan, the Scott Hall, the Nash Ultimates, the Bischoff Ultimates. I think I kept 1-6 because I feel like those are like the guys. You know what I mean? So, I do have a WCW like shelf. So
I just was so into the Monday Night Wars. Like that was like finally it was okay to wear a wrestling t-shirt to school.
Yeah.
That I just feel like I owe it to that line to
support it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would go to every single show from Worcester, Hartford, New Haven, Providence. We would go to every Raw, SmackDown there was. So
were you in Springfield when Mae Young got put through the table?
I ever been to, I think, Springfield once for wrestling. I don't think it was that show.
I was talking to my buddies about that the other day.
By Bubba Ray?
Yeah. Yep. They did it twice, and one of them was a Raw they did here in Springfield, and it was when Bubba went off the top rope and put her through it. But I also I love the Superstars, and I collect those, so I'm in on those. Love the Superstars.
I just don't want to be like dread. Like I don't want to collect anything where like something comes out and I start dreading like, oh god, like more of these. Like it's gotta be. It should be fun to collect stuff. It
Yeah, but
shouldn't
you don't
be,
really
like,
have to do that. You can say no to yourself.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You got to say no. You can't like, just
Yeah,
buy.
sometimes it takes time, like to figure out, like the Disciple figure. Like I fucking loved that figure. I thought that was such a good looking figure, and then it's sitting there on your shelf, and you're looking at it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, I could get how much for this? Do I really need this?
Yeah, I sold those Harlem Heat Chase Elites. I was like, I never watched WCW really, and I didn't really like, I didn't have no connection to Harlem Heat. Why do I need these figures? They don't fit any color. They're cool looking. There was, it's been forever since we got them, so I had FOMO until I got them. But then when I got them, I was like, I don't need these. So
yeah.
It's an ever evolving situation here in the Fig Cave. But
I'm also collecting the Jax Simpsons figures, by the way.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I still don't. I was just talking to John James about this the other day. I still don't know what I'm going to do with them because they're literally just sitting in the boxes in my room right now. I haven't opened a single one. Like they're just literally sitting on the shelf. Like I don't want to miss out on any and then have to go back and buy them. So I don't know.
Are they coming out with like I know for the little smaller ones they're coming out with like houses and scenes. Are they coming out with any like play sets for the bigger ones?
I think there's a Mr. Plow coming with a truck.
Okay.
Oh, Tony Plow?
Tony Plow?
I think I was on like Toy News .com Toy News .com.
Sounds like a fake website.
Krusty Burger, but that's like the small one.
Is there a reference, like a reference page, like Wrestling Figure Database for other lines, or is it?
So Jack used to have a database on his website for everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on with the website, like behind the scenes, like GoDaddy or something. So like now his website is just the shop, and I think he doesn't have the time to put into the database anymore.
So much time.
Yeah.
I think it was like when they did the little 3.75 Marvel like Legend retros.
Yep. Oh my god, I forgot all about those.
Those were great, but then it just was like, just like at the end of every line, like where do I get the rest of these?
Yeah.
I think I'm only missing
forgot all
Venom,
about
but
those.
I don't know if I even have the last wave. I was going to research that.
So that's our collection. We'd love to hear from you guys and let us know what you collect. That's a good place to do it. Is our Facebook group, part of our Patreon. Starts at $1 per month. You get access to our group of over 500, almost over 500 members to buy, sell, and trade figures. We do live fig hunts, giveaways, all kinds of stuff. Cool discussions, naked parties, naked slumber parties.
Oh yeah, I'm also getting into Knuckle Crunchers, guys, because if you guys are in store, they were all clearanced out, and nobody is fixing the price on the new waves. So maybe you buy Jay and Jimmy Uso for $1 each and put them on eBay for $70.
Maybe you do that.
Yeah.
Andrew, you need to make a Facebook. You are one of our best listeners.
Yes.
You're here every week. I know Facebook sucks. Just make one of your name, and you don't have to even add anybody from high school. Just sign up for our Facebook group, and
unless you want to be sold Amway.
Yeah.
Nothing like someone you never spoke to in hye schoole that adds you and wants to have a phone call with you.
For me, it's all the people that are real estate agents now.
So where are you getting your protein?
What are you gonna say, Tom?
Do you know what I wish I could do with Facebook? I wish they would make an app just for the groups.
Yeah.
Like, because now I'm in these card groups here and there. I actually left the one that you were talking about the other day because the people in there are just douchebags.
Yeah, they're douchebags.
I wish there was a way to just have just the Facebook groups.
Honestly, Facebook Marketplace might be the best part about Facebook. It's an awesome place to sell stuff, like just random shit. Like when your kid outgrows their cleats, you throw them up there for like $4. Instead of throwing them away or like at a yard sale, you're gonna get $1 for them. Just throw them up there with a picture for $4. Somebody comes to your porch, picks it up, they Venmo you, it's over. Just wait, and I find stuff on there all the time. I'll just search WWE or I'll search something. I'll search Orioles. So I don't know if you guys use Facebook Marketplace as much as I do, but there's some good stuff on there. And people
I definitely use it to sell stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I sell shit, I would say once a week on there. Just random stuff around the house that we want to get rid of that just clutters up. So,
Logan just
Yeah.
sold about 3,000 common baseball card and hockey cards. on there.
for how much?
He got $60 total, but
Oh,
it was
damn.
he was putting them up at $40 a like he did a whole book, and he put so he did $40 a book. But then one of our friends reached out to us, and they wanted them for like their 7-year-old, and I was like, we'll give you guys a deal. So I talked Logan into letting he did $20 each for him. But, so
Okay,
nice guy.
We have to get Logan something real nice.
Why?
You don't do enough for him.
Yeah.
No, it's his money. It's his money.
Alejandro says he's always looking for old iPods and Zunes. What do you do with the iPods? My neighbor was just having a yard sale the
Have
other
you
day.
seen Alejandro record at a show with his camcorder?
Yeah. Oh, he has a camcorder.
That's not the iPhone filter, dude. He has
like a handheld camcorder.
Yeah, he has a hand. He'll tell you what it's Handycam or something like that.
Handycam.
Okay, so it's some funny shit to work with.
I have a friend who swears by the old iPod. Like he doesn't want to use his phone for music. He wants to use the old iPod. And there's a market out there for that. Like Alejandro can probably correct me here, but I think they go for a decent amount of money on eBay or wherever. Also, I was a Zune user. I fucking loved Zune.
Really? Was it good?
It was ahead of its time, I think. I think it was better than the iPod at the time.
Was it? It was Microsoft, right?
Microsoft, yeah. I had two of them.
That was such a great Guardians at the end when the dude gives it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was.
See, Alejandro, yes, they do. They have a great market. Still a hot ticket item. And Mike Lanham
my
still
iPhone
has,
1, huh? I should sell my iPhone 1.
Definitely.
Oh, iPhone 1? Yeah.
I still have it in the box, all the accessories.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not wrapped.
Yeah.
It's used,
No.
but I think it's probably still worth like $1,000.
Oh, fuck yeah. Go to the library and check out CDs, rip them to the computer, load. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good.
Oh
Call.
yeah, I did it forever. Oh yeah.
All right, let's get into some news. News is brought to you by our friends at J&J Figures. We just mentioned them. Great website, great sellers on Whatnot, great follow on social media, all that good stuff. This is our friends at Big Shots who make these kind of plush stuffed wrestling figures. Looks like they have a new Rikishi coming out. I saw this Chelsea Green and this Kane. So they are really expanding the line. The only kind of downside of these is the 22 inches, about the size of the old Brawler Buddies. And I think they're right around $100 and some.
That was 80. No?
I think we always look this up.
Yeah.
What do you remember, Nick?
On the slideshow today. And it really, I've been in my feelings a little bit lately about Logan's age and like how he's not a little kid anymore.
Yeah.
And I wish he was still little so that 22-inch, $89.99 for Chelsea Green.
Okay. Well, after shipping, you're looking at $100 probably. But
I wish he was still little so I could buy him one of these.
Yeah.
Like just so he could have the same entertainment value that we had when we were kids like with the wrestling buddies.
My cousins had an enormous teddy bear, like the size, like probably bigger than Marley still. And oh man, I used to practice every single move in that thing.
I bet. Oh, that's awesome.
That's what I use my sister for. She sat in the sharpshooter quite a bit.
Yeah.
Boston Crab.
Figure 4.
Boston Crab, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does Bleacher Creatures still have a license too? Because like Ringside sells those.
They came out with yeah.
We'll get
that's
to that.
Foreshadowing, Nick.
Oh, okay.
It's foreshadowing. No, that's good. That's good. This was reported by me, no big deal, journalist here. This was a placeholder on the Amazon website for 3 new Ultimate Edition figures: Bailey, Logan Paul, and CM Punk. So that is rumored by me to be the next Ultimate Edition series. These might not be right. Remember, there was that Bad Bunny figure on Walmart's website that was never real. So take these with a grain of salt. If they're right, you can thank me. If they were wrong, if I was wrong, Tom posted that to Instagram. So,
can we say that if Bailey gets a ultimate, it's going to be the ultimate ass?
Yeah,
you could say that.
Until Rikishi
gets one. You're right. Yeah.
We've had a few discussions about her or who deserves a ultimate that hasn't gotten one yet, and like Drew McIntyre came up every time, right?
Yep.
She never came up. How did we let that slip?
No,
through
we
the
said
cracks?
if there was a female, well, because the females sell terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean-
that's so weird. Like I remember when I first got in, like I remember finding like the Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, her first basic.
Trash
I grabbed it. I think I sold that thing for fucking $90.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was such people wanted the women figures.
And then they
Oh,
were, yeah.
dude, I flipped the Bianca when she got her first basic.
Yep.
The Brantford store kept getting the chase, and I was like, I think it was a chase.
Yeah.
I just kept selling it. I just was like, I'll grab it. $10, I'll flip it.
I mean, when I'm looking for stuff, if my Walmart actually has anything, I know Chad Miller, Jamal Paul, like I know there are certain guys, the Lumberjill guy, I forgot what his real name is, Aaron, Robert, like they will be like, I want that figure. But it just doesn't seem like maybe they make too many of them. Maybe it's a niche. The women's figures are a niche figure. I don't know. But yeah, and I told the story a couple weeks ago about how I found the Page Elite and then traded it for the Bushwhacker Elites, the original Bushwhacker Elites. Like, it was,
nice.
Yeah, it was quite the turnaround on that. So
It's I think it's just the price point for that figure. I mean, Becky was barely in the store. Charlotte was supposed to be an Amazon exclusive. Then you didn't see any until Alexa, but that look was kind of gone by the time she gets it. Which I think someone's first ultimate should be their kind of evergreen look.
Yeah,
I think that was a mistake putting her in that gear. Asuka was perfect. She sold really well. But Bianca didn't sell that great. I thought so.
To your point, Tom, after McIntyre now and Bailey, who would we have that has not had an ultimate yet that's currently on the roster that would deserve one? I can't.
Miz and Sheamus.
Yeah,
Sheamus is a big one, I think.
Chad Gable's on the cusp, but I don't know. But those two, I like your answers way better. Those two.
You think you're gonna hot shot Grande Americano?
Live.
Yeah, maybe. Live, yeah.
Oh, geez, here we go. I didn't even see this in the comments when I said it. Andrew RDL says I wouldn't mind a Liv Morgan Ultimate. Mike, that first Liv Elite. Oh,
He's talking about resale.
That's what. Yeah, resale. Yep.
Yeah. But on the current roster, I guess that's really it. Sheamus and Miz. I mean, I'm sure you can come up with a couple more answers. Liv, that would be a good set. I mean,
there's tag teams, but you don't know if they're going to break them up.
Yeah,
I bet they hot shot Jacob Fatu. I bet you see him before Series 30.
Yeah,
and he's only wrestled like 10 matches ever.
Yeah,
only 4 against not Braun Strowman.
We posted this great Muda Chase show. Was this WWE Shop, Tom?
Yeah, WWE Shop had the great Muda Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was $44.99. I grabbed one because mine that came from Ringside is not perfect. So I'm hoping anything I've ever ordered from WWE Shop figure-wise has been in a Defender because it's been signed. So I'm hoping they do a good job with packing this one. And I paid for it to be expedited because I got to get this out to get signed for I think they need them April 7th or something like that. So
good luck with that. Good luck.
It's supposed to be here Friday. It's already shipped and everything.
Oh shit, nice. Okay. I picked up off of Amazon. They kept going in and out of stock. The Final Boss Rock Ultimate and the Damian Priest. Right here we show pictured is the Uso kind of the Bloodline set with Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga and those guys. That was up on going in and out of stock on Amazon. So you might have to wait a little bit longer, but obviously you get the free shipping. You get to pay retail, and you don't have to wait till they show up in stores. So, I mean, you're going to get these a couple months after everybody does from Ringside, but hey, if you're willing to wait, you can save a little bit of money. So,
Mitch Craig, we got to get him on the payroll. He said
we do.
Ultimate 28 is Cody, Jacob, and
Oh
Liv.
wow!
How do we know that?
He's just guessing. Or is he...
Yeah, where do we hear that? That's interesting. Jacob Fatu already.
There is. I mean, some stores get that lineup. Like,
yeah,
J&J might know that. They just can't.
They could tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Man, I feel like we were just talking about this. Jey Uso has a Bleacher Creature that's a Ringside exclusive.
Look at this thing. Go back to the picture of the other ones and look at this.
Oh my
thing.
god, this looks like a little person.
It does. I was just gonna say it looks like Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the legs are like so tiny.
I wish I could put them side by side.
Awful. I mean, it's
And-
probably $30 though.
Yeah. The bleacher
Um,
creatures, this is a different bleacher creature, but I have a Ric Flair bleacher creature that I'm trying to unload. It's like a small one, but they are like they're decent. And whatever they do with the feet, you guys can't see this because it's if I put it over here, he stands up like no problem. Like
wow.
What?
you would think like a stuffed animal, right? Like it's
Yeah.
just fall over or whatever. But yeah, he chills pretty good right there. So
Okay.
that was like the first when I got that, I was like, I can't believe this thing stands as good as it does.
Yeet. You know.
Yeah,
you guys
it's 24 inches, unlike the most expensive bleacher. The big shots are 22 we said?
22. And how
yeah.
much?
$37.99. That's before your 10% off discount.
I was gonna say take $3.70 away from that because you're using the code Fig Cave.
Fig Cave, dude. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's Crush all day, every day. Crush first reported here on the Fig Cave podcast. Recently signed a Legends deal. I mean, this is a guy on the lines, Nick, of a Charles Wright with so many different characters.
Mm-hmm.
You got Demolition, you got Kona Crush, you got the Evil Trader Crush, you got Nation of Domination. So many different figures we need. Even like Chronic, if you want to do WCW. I mean, this is a home run. And then also pictured here, we got the figure collections, Crush Retros. So
I want NWO Crush, dude.
oh shit, that's right.
He was right.
Was it just in a black shirt and like, you know, he was
I
like
think it's Evil Crush, but like black NWO colors.
remember they just had like the B team, the guys that would be on like Thunder eventually, you know?
So someone's got a bump and feed, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going like obviously Demolition, but I think Kona Crush and Evil Crush might just be it. And even Evil Crush is like, yeah, we'll see. But I put the figure collections Crush on here because the red variant you only have until March 30th to 31st to order. And it is a pre-order only. So to quote the Major Pod, pre-order is the order. Like once the pre-order is over, you cannot get it. So if you want this red variant, you got to order it before the 31st. And then Jack did get this sample picture in today. It's looking pretty good. He sent me a bunch of other pictures too, like next to other retros. The sizing is perfect. So grab those and use Fig Cave to save 10%. Mitch Craig in the chat. Also, he's got to be our D Freedom. Only much cooler.
These are Adam Schefter.
Yeah, breaking news. Legends 27 is Taker, American Badass, Terry Funk with a Chase, Muda, and Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn, like Smoking Guns, Billy Gunn.
Yep, correct.
I think so.
Hell yeah.
What's Taker ABA? Is that American Badass?
Yeah,
obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
Kurt Loder too.
Kurt Loder.
Wow. Kurt
Oh
Loder.
my god! Next week I might have to have like the MTV news break music for Mitch.
Love that.
More Legends news here.
Looks like King Kong Bundy and Kamala have signed a Legends nostalgia deal with WWE, so we'll get some figures from them. We talked about it before the show, Nick. Not the most variations of outfits, but
Gulf Shores is that where Power Town is? That's where my Power Towns came from.
Oh yeah,
I wonder is 16 Creative part of that? Are they relicensing what the people they've signed?
It looks like all these people are from people they had signed. So I wonder if they're shutting down operations.
That's a good point.
What
I
is
don't
up
know.
with-
I mean that just might be the port that they use, but I definitely, if I look at my Power Town thing, it definitely went through Gulf Shores.
What is the update with Power Town? Where are we sitting right now? We're still waiting for.
We're waiting for the Superstar, the Remco scale.
But the Series 2 ones, they haven't arrived to people yet, right?
No. Why? Why would they? Why would they ever?
Well, Johnny JB in the chat. What's up, Johnny? I want a Tito Santana El Matador figure. Why have we not gotten that? Come on. Come on, man. Let's go. What are we doing here? Legends of Lucha Libre. They have done away with the Fanaticos, which is kind of more of their basic figures, and they're only doing these kind of really, I would say, I've never held one of these. I don't know if they're closer to an elite or an ultimate, but they're super detailed. This is Dragon Lee, Roosh, and another guy. I should probably know that.
No,
Dualistico.
Yeah, yes. These guys are all brothers, by the way, in real life.
And Dualistico is the cousin of Dua Lipa.
Oh, Dua Lipa, the singer?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
cool.
not true. Their name just sounds very close.
But yeah, these look awesome. They have the Roosh has multiple heads. They have soft goods, entrance, multiple hands. These are from Boss Fight Studios. They're up for pre-order now. But these look really nice.
I've seen these in the like in GameStop before, and they've always like caught my eye.
Packaging is great. Yep.
I don't know enough. They haven't done a guy that I know enough of to grab one yet.
Yeah, I think you really have to be into the Mexican, like the AAA kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Dragon Lee will get some hits because obviously he's with WWE now. So
I did that with the reactions, the luchador reactions. I was like, I need these. And it's like, why do I need these? I have not watched any of this ever. So this is stupid.
Just the Beast Mortis looks cool. Okay, this is the hot button topic we need to talk about here. These go on sale starting tomorrow. This is the Pinnacle Series 1, Heels and Faces from our buddy Zombie Sailor, who we've had on the pod before. This is Jeff Jarrett, Brian Pillman, King Kong Bundy, Abdul the Butcher. These go on sale tomorrow at 8 p.m. on Thursday, the 27th. I would probably grab them if you want to. I would not wait. Who knows how many there are. We'll see what happens. This is obviously their first venture, so maybe they're not making a ton. Maybe they are. We don't know the price yet. We don't know the ETA. The figures look great. I do not like this packaging. You guys disagree with me here a little bit. It's kind of like a clamshell plastic that just kind of fits tight to the figure.
I think there's something that fits tight, and then I think there's going to be like a equal size bubble kind of over that.
Okay, that's what was my concern.
I think similar to the similar idea of the BRGs, where you have the back, then you got something kind of wrapping.
Yeah, they wouldn't just be floating there.
I guess that inside piece would be
Okay, the way they look now, it's just like you walk into Ace Hardware and it's like a wrench set is like packaged like this, like in a tight, package. You got to have something over top of that so people can get it signed. You know what I mean?
No, I think there's a flat bubble on the outside.
Okay, yeah.
That was what I thought. Is that it's a flat bubble.
Okay.
No, but I think there's a bubble probably inside to keep everything in place. That's what.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Inside.
Okay.
I am willing to try something new for this because I don't know if it's going to be resealable, but it's one of the things I do like about the Bendies and the BRGs is that they are resealable. If you want to take it off a little bit, I am going to get it signed. All right, let me put it back together. So you have that. You might have that ability if they're resealable, or you could probably just kind of put it back together, figure out a way to hold it. But Mattel is using weaker and weaker cardboard in a smaller and smaller window, so that's not great. You don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
AEW stuff. It's too much. They're doing the ode to classic superstars too much. That in shipping or even out of the shipper, something's always bent, something's always pressed in, something's always like bubbling. So I don't love that. And then even I just praise the Major, but the BRGs are so heavy that little bubble that kind of holds it in place, they're cracked. I mean, not every single one, but a small percentage of them are cracked.
Yeah.
And they're great about replacing them. And you don't have to go to the Major pod group to ask for the email. It's just, it's on the Major website. You don't have to just do it for likes. One of the things that I keep seeing. There's a ton of groups that do it. Like, does anybody know the email? Like, I don't know. It's probably on the website.
Dude, that drives me nuts. Like when people can't just Google something or just ask a question. Like, okay, maybe sometimes it's faster to ask, but like at least look for yourself at first, right?
Yeah, it's annoying.
But I'm ready to try. I'm absolutely ready to try something different with packaging.
Well, somebody made a good point. These would look if there's a lot of people that hang stuff on their wall. I know Kyle Peterson does that. These would look good hung on a wall, like all in a row together. You know, if you're going to hang it on like with the J hook, so that is cool. It's going to come down to price. I'm 100% getting double J. I need that for my new gen collection. But if they're 50, I'll get 2 of them. You know, but if they're 75, I'm just probably going to get 1. You know, just going to come down to cost. But they all 4 of them look amazing. I cannot wait to get these in hand.
The packaging doesn't bother me that much. One thing, like we were just talking about it, we complain about not having enough space. If you're putting these somewhere, you can like you said, you could hang them up, or they look narrow, so they're not going to take up as much space on your shelves. I don't know. Nick said this when we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Just the 3 of us, like Zombie's packaging has been a home run since he started. So I don't think he's going to skimp out on this. My point was maybe he put more money into the figures on these, and that's why the packaging is the way the packaging is. Like, I know packaging is a huge part, but like if you're getting this like he said, a mini hot toy for, you know, $50 to $60, you know, maybe they had to cut corners with the packaging.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I'd rather have it that way than the reverse. I do like the Power Town packaging minus like the front flap. I just like the, you know, I'm like Nick behind Nick. I like to have my stuff, you know, kind of like bookcase, the spine of it having like a picture and being able to be uniform, you know. But
this doesn't give you the option of turning it. Or, well, we don't know. I mean, I guess
it might.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, Mike Lanham has a good point. He might have 2 years still to change the packaging. That's right. That's a good point. We don't give Zombie too much trouble, man. It take forever, but at least
I feel like it's always worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I did not want that Abdullah, and I don't know. I probably still won't get it, but with the headdress and in the package, guys, it's got me a little itchy.
I'm definitely grabbing Jarrett. I'm on the fence about Pillman.
Same boat.
Yeah, I was thinking of Pillman because he signed with WWE in '96, but I feel like he's kind of like right when it becomes Attitude Era for me. Like, it's not Ringmaster anymore; it's Stone Cold. It's him. It's like the Evil Heart Foundation, kind of like Bret Hart's a bad guy. So I don't consider him new gen. For me, I feel like he's kind of. I'm not saying he started the Attitude Era, but I feel like he's one of the characters that kind of pushed the envelope a little bit to start with. So, this was on the back of the carding for the new Heels and Faces retros. This is like his Ric Flair. What do we say? WrestleMania 9 or WrestleMania 8? Sorry, Ric Flair non-bloodied with the kind of baby blue North Carolina Tar Heels trunks. Not sure when that will come out, but looks good.
The only thing that bothers me about this is like, maybe it's like after the match or during a match or whatever, but his hair's all ruffled, just like the bloody one.
Yeah.
So that threw me off a little bit, but
yeah,
we'll see. I'm trying not to buy as many Ric Flair figures, but
come on, man, it's your boy.
We'll see.
Title Run Toys. Making some retros here too. They're making a what's the Adam Bomb? Oh no, that's Wrath and Juventud Guerrera. These are 1 of 500. Looks like.
Yep.
I like the packaging. I just feel like the retro market again. This is another thing with the retros. Why I think they could see a little bit of a dip. You got 7 companies making them now, and you only have 1 or 2 making elite style figures. So. You're eventually gonna run out of names. We're gonna be making retros of people that had one match. I mean, we're already there.
Yeah.
some of these characters. These look cool.
They don't look as bad as I thought they were originally gonna look. I agree with the Major Pod when they say like this line needs like an anchor. The heads look a little big.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, Mike Lanham. I literally just said the same thing he did. They put a picture up. I think this is 3 Points of Articulation podcast. They put the Crush, Chrono Crush, Hasbro, the Juventud Guerrero, and the Savio Vega Hassel toy all together.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like I know he isn't a huge guy, but like he's as tall as Crush, which is weird. Different. I get it, different lines, but the head just looks really big, really big. We'll see. We don't know the price points on these either, so
no,
we'll see once people start getting them.
It just looks like a custom body, but the person spent a lot of time on the head.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man, they spent 3/4 of the time like 3D sculpting the head, and it just were like, oh, that body's good enough. That's what I think.
And there you go. Last but not least, Phil.
Oh, look at that thing. This is Hillbilly Jim coming soon from Grapplers and Gimmicks. This is, I think, is when he's managing the Godwins, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to have one in like an earlier, younger Hillbilly Jim when he was a wrestler. I do want to shout out also wrestle_feds posted a little I don't know, a little
teaser
picture, a little. Oh, they might be making a Macho Man retro figure, so we will see.
Has the Macho Man license.
I know, yeah, it's good. But they do some good stuff. They had some really good British Bulldog retros. So they said we might be able to show off the first little teaser of the figure when they have a render ready. So
nice,
yeah. But don't get canker sores. I don't know how I got a canker sore, but they hurt.
Ugh.
I
but
know.
Clearly, it has something to do with Hastel toys.
Yeah, maybe. This is a Liv Morgan card. I think our buddy Marcus Brandon pulled.
Oh, let me get it was a 1/1. He sold it for a lot of money. And what was the
He told us a story. Me and Phil are in a it's called the Card Cave chat. And he told us this whole story. He went on Whatnot. Whatnot wasn't working right for him. He continued with the stream or whatever, and he was just feeling like he had to do. I'm pulling it up now here. Yeah, lost momentum. Definitely a bunch of sales. So I ended up losing about $100 on the break, which in all, given that I was $1,400 from profitability when it happened, I was okay with that. It was 2 a.m. I just wanted to go to bed, but I decided this morning that I earned myself a tip. I have 11 boxes of WWE Sapphire left, so I grabbed a random one and hoped for the best. Luck was on my side, and he pulled that Liv 1 of 1.
Christ, man.
And he sold it. I don't know how much he sold it for. I know he said he was not holding on to it, selling it as quick as he could.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to say the amount, but yeah, he did okay.
Is it over 4 figures?
No.
He was estimating like around 500 in the chat.
Okay.
It's more than that.
Okay.
Liv Morgan, I don't know if he meant to spell something. Pop prepares. I don't know. Sapphire Refractor is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But good for him, man. Hopefully we'll have him on sometime before Mania. Get you guys your convention prep with Marcus, your yearly convention prep.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we need to do that. It's always a fun episode.
And then
the one time we did it.
I'm assuming he's doing commissions for people. Like I know I got Lucas doing one for me, Lucas Kikuchio. But Marcus usually does some WrestleCon ones. They got the whole setup, man. They bring the thermal printer and they're firing off packages from there.
Awesome.
So
no, yeah, more than the Otani. I guess he did get more than the Otani because
Otani wasn't 1 of 1 though, was it?
No, it was just a Kate. No, it was not. Yeah, but it was the best player in baseball.
What did you get? What'd you get for the Otani?
After it was on eBay for like $450.
Oh no, more.
Yeah.
I still want to know what Danny Tancredi got for The Rock.
Yeah,
he said it was the 3rd highest ever, but I don't know enough about the other wrestling cards to know like where that is. But I did joke with him. I saw him at the big event, and I was like, "Oh, are you allowed? Am I allowed to talk to you still? Like, are you like is security with you?" I was like, "Will you still take my cards for submissions?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I got you.
Nice.
Shout out to a listener of the pod and a local buddy here, Kayvon Dudley, who's in our group, said, "Don't sleep on the new AEW set. The Kill Switch and the Christian are incredible. Adam Copeland and Willow look much better in hand too. Swerve is awesome. Just wish it came with a robe. Stark is my least favorite, but it's probably one of the best AEW sets they've ever had, and they do look really good. The pictures I saw, I think Alex West collects posted like a review of them. I do love they changed the packaging a little bit, so the picture is bigger on the side of the package for mint on card folks. But it's a good series. I mean, that Kill Switch does, he hasn't been on TV in a long time, but that one and the Willow, they looked really, really good. So props to Jazzwares. We dog them a lot, but I think maybe they're turning the corner.
I hope that Willow looks better in person because I just felt like I was excited for her. I'm excited for her to have a figure because first time I went to AEW, she was enhancement talent. Like she walked right by me, like to go lose a dark match.
Oh,
Vicky
wow.
was managing 3 women who like Nyla destroyed her. And so I remember her for sure, and just to kind of see her come up and or to see not come up but to see her come up in it is awesome to the point where she's getting a figure. I just thought the figure kind of looked, for an elite scale, it looked a little too much like Steph's Wrestle Something Wrestler, Steph Delander.
Okay.
I was like, it's just like skinny waist, huge hit. It just looked a little cartoonish, but maybe those are just the renders.
Yeah, could be.
Cute face.
And I'm not dogging the
waist.
WSW. They're
chubby
supposed
waist.
to be cartoonish. They're supposed to like. So
Brown thing in your face.
yeah,
Get sprung.
you get it.
That's it for news.
That's it for news. Thank you. Good stuff. Good week.
A lot of shit on clearance, guys. I mean, that's more work
Yeah.
than purchases, but let's call it news because a lot of Walmarts did resets.
Yep.
You're going to go one day, there's going to be no wrestling, and then it's all going to be back out the next day. I really thought my store was out of the Rowdy Piper Superstars, and nope, all 7 returned the next day. Yeah. But a lot of stuff is on clearance. If you're looking for stuff for toy drives later in the year, if you got kids,
Yep.
check those aisles, look for those yellow tags, look for the rollback tags, and go to the clearance aisle. Like, hell, I even I got this nice new. I got to retire my Walmart like tumbler mug that was metal shavings in my water.
Oh Christ!
I guess you can't drink from it like for 300 days straight. Bad idea.
Dude. Speaking of which, don't watch the new trailer for. There's a new Final Destination movie coming out.
I won't.
The trailer. The trailer will give you instant fears of a lot of things. I won't even talk about them.
There was a news. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was at dinner the other night, and I like to follow those like pay-per-view, kind of like the newer versions of World Star, like pay-per-view Tahoe and King Tahoe. Like,
yeah,
it's like it'll be car chases, it'll be accidents, it'll be OSHA stuff, it'll just funny stuff. But I'm sitting there. I'm not even gonna repeat the post because I find it so disturbing. I can't get it out of my head. But I'm sitting there at dinner with Zoe, and I just read the most disturbing like headline, and I couldn't say it out loud because I didn't want to upset her.
Yeah.
And I was just staring like, I can't get this thought out of my head. Like,
was it a video?
It just was this. This woman did something really awful to a dog, and it like broke my heart, and I could not concentrate on dinner. That's all.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm glad I don't.
It was at an airport, right?
Yeah, that's it. Stop.
That's it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be in my head now. Thanks.
I'm sitting there like trying to have a nice dinner with Zoe and Marley.
Just piss you off.
Those I was eating some of those leftover corned beef meals from the earlier in the week at a restaurant.
Nice. All right. News is over with. Do we want to get into this bracket thing?
Hold on, before we do that, there was a news article you want to talk about too, Phil.
Oh yeah, we can save that till the end of the show if you want. That's kind of like it's just a down the road story, not wrestling related.
This isn't the end of the show. No,
all right, we can do it. We can do it now.
No, I'm just busting your balls.
Okay, cool. No, I'm gonna get this bracket going.
All right, so there are 76 superstars have ultimates.
Wow.
76 is what I just went through. I mean,
different
characters. 12? No, 76. Yeah, 76 human beings have ultimates. So do we pick the best of each one?
Oh my gosh.
Which I could very easily do, and we could start posting it by Friday.
Yeah, I guess that'll work. Yeah.
You guys just trust me to do it.
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay.
And just not and just have them completely random. Don't have.
Do you have to cut 12?
Yeah, I would cut 12. I would cut like
64.
I would cut like 4. Let's just cut the Hogans.
No. We're only going to do one Hogan. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, LaPuma. Only one
That's,
Hogan.
that's,
Dude.
I mean, that's 4 cuts right there. Easy.
No, there's 140 Ultimates.
Oh shit.
76 people make up
Okay.
140
Well,
Ultimates.
let's cut who we want to cut right now because
I can cut the Coliseums because like the guys who specifically have those because they're not really.
yeah, I would do that.
Let's cut the women.
No, come on, man.
They'll get their own brackets, so there's only one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
I'm gonna read off. Tell me off the top of your head if there's some people that you think you want to take out.
Okay.
All right. These are the. Sorry guys, I don't know how exciting this is. Ronda Rousey, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Shinsuke, Finn Balor. So he's got the Demon and he's got the regulars. Triple H has a few. They all look exactly the same. Brock has a few. They all look the same. Shawn Michaels, very little variation. Becky Lynch, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Jeff Hardy, Sergeant Slaughter, The Rock, Kane, Undertaker, Charlotte, Bray, Macho Man, Edge, Steve Austin, Ric Flair, Doink, Diesel, Terry Funk, which I think we could just take his out because it's just a remake of the LTF.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Goldberg, Batista.
You can take Goldberg out.
Take Goldberg.
Tom gets a pick. We're just gonna take.
Yeah, that's his pick. Yeah.
I'm speaking for the people.
Okay, yeah. Batista, Alexa Bliss, Mr. T, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, Eddie, Ray, Rob.
I think you can take that. Sorry, I'm trying to cut you off while we're going through it, but I think you can take that Alexa out. Like,
it's actually a pretty decent Ultimate, dude.
I feel like it was just $8 for so long. It's not
purely based on sales. We're going to take Alexa Bliss out. That's okay. We need to get rid of some.
While you're doing that, I think we're taking Eric Bischoff out, right?
I'm going to take Rick Rude out because again, it's just a variation. Jake Roberts coming out. All right.
Bischoff is great.
George Steele coming out. Yep. Muhammad Ali. I don't think anybody's going to vote for that out of round 1.
No, out.
No, out.
Okay. That's right. AJ Styles, Razor Ramon, Andre, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Bianca Belair, Bobby Lashley, Kurt Angle, the Gooker.
I think Lashley could be out.
What's that?
I think Lashley could get dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
A couple of racist guys I'm going to do the pod with. Sorry, guys.
What?
That's not everybody's you. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Eric Bischoff, Jim Neidhart. That's coming out. That's so plain. Ted DiBiase, Ricky Steamboat, Papa Shango, Dusty Rhodes, Vader, Yokozuna, Mankind, CM Punk, Asuka, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Gunther, Dominic Mysterio, LA Knight, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, Rhea Ripley, Bam Bam Bigelow, Big Boss Man, Lex Luger, Solo Sikoa, Damian Priest, and Great Muta.
How many did we cut
got rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like we got rid of 8 so far. We need 4 more to get rid of. I think Edges sucks, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'd be fine with getting rid of that.
Okay. I'm trying to think of people who only have 1. Ronda's is kind of lame, but it's wave 1, so I feel like I think both the Jeff Hardys are incredibly underwhelming, but I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I think we never got a true Jeff Hardy Ultimate that really encapsulates them. I'm fine with that.
Going to be upset.
They can be upset.
And then he will, as soon as he hears it and he figures out a way to contact you, because he probably got rid of texting at this point. He always has one less way to communicate with everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we got rid of 1 more. Sammy or KO, those are pretty awful.
Gooker.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good ultimate.
It is pretty good. Yeah.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, those are super lame. I'm trying to think if there's any other.
I would say one of those two. I would say keep Alexa and get rid of both of them. Both of those are awful. Yeah.
Wow, some hate for the Gooker in the chat.
Oh, people agree with me? Gooker isn't arrested.
We're not getting rid of the goobly Gooker, dude.
No.
That's what his autograph says, so that's how you spell it. Spelt his own name wrong when he signed it. His own character.
Gotta love it. All right. Well, you get me the list. I'll start getting the pictures and posting them to Instagram. We'll do the first round this weekend. Get rid of Gunther. That is a pretty bad. That's a pretty bad one too.
No, that's because you guys don't respect someone he's we got way more class than you guys. Anybody in this chat. When you guys start yelling,
anybody in the chat? Those are our Patreons.
Yeah,
those people are paying to listen to us. Oh man,
Gunther's the best.
He is. He is great.
He's what they should have done with Regal and Cesaro, all rolled into one. He's a gentleman champion.
It would have worked.
Although I can't wait for Jay to win. That has to close out the. It has to close out like night one because you just cannot have.
No, I think it's an opening match. I think it's an opening match.
Dude, the crowd's not going to shut up if Jay wins. They're going to yeet out of the arena and up and down the strip for hours.
I just think you got to have that triple threat match as a main event, right?
The Roman.
Not if you want Jay to have the true pop, dude. You can't have that over. It's got to be a big deal.
Yeah. You're right.
Mike Lynn, team no yeet,
Unless Gunther wins. Jimmy finally backstabs him again.
So they wrestle Mania again next year, and everybody has all kinds of expectations.
Please no.
Yuck.
No. All right. Are we ready for weekly purchases, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that one topic, but I think I want to stretch it one more week in the group to see what people think, and what ultimates would you want to see?
Yeah,
guys, in the Fig Cave, I did post, and I would like to see more. I always want more interaction, but I always have buried posts, even as an admin in the group. But we can, as confirmed by Steve Ozer, is that we have these Ultimate Greatest Hits, and we thought it was just going to be remakes of existing Ultimates, like maybe upgraded parts and everything. But I kind of was wondering, with the Hulk Hogan Defining Moments getting remade and the Razor Ramon 3-pack, does that mean that it's just going to be can we get they confirmed that we are allowed to get repaints as long as the mold of an Ultimate exists? So I am excited. I want to know what people would want from what Elite they'd like to see in Ultimate form.
I love the discussion. I think it's a great idea. We'll get
more
people.
Yeah. So
everybody listening, go in there and comment.
But I want people to jump in on that. So, all right, where did Tom go? He took a shit.
I don't know. He literally just disappeared, out of nowhere.
He broke his other arm.
Oh God, I hope not. Man,
Tom quit because we kept Alexa. No, dude, he got to get rid of Goldberg. He got to do exactly.
That's all he wanted. That's all he ever wants in life is getting rid of Goldberg.
What was it that it was like? What was the show that the talent show? America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Yeah, that was his golden pass, or whatever the hell they called it. Where did he go? Are you going to sing the Vince McMahon song? Here comes. We should bring our Alejandro in just to sing it.
Stand back. No, he went to go piss. This is brought to you by our friends at Ringside Collectibles. I'll get the spiel out of the way first. Use code FIGCAVE, 10% off. They have a nice WrestleMania sale right now. Oh, Mitchell Craig has a good. Write that in the chat, Mitchell Craig. Here comes the money. Here comes Tommy.
Here comes.
Here comes.
Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the
What happened? I went to the bathroom. We were talking about the conversation with Steve.
Yeah, we finished it, and then you know.
Yeah, you took a long time to pee, man. You had to find that thing in there, like a button on a fur coat.
Boom, roasted.
You know how hard it is to pee with one hand.
This is again brought to you by our friends at Ringside Collectibles. Use code FIGCAVE for 10% off. They got a big WrestleMania sale going on right now. Get some defenders, get some stands, whatever you need. Make sure you buy that stuff when there's a sale going on. Save you a little bit of money, and use code FIGCAVE for 10% off.
Okay. Get those bleacher creatures.
Get the bleacher creatures.
Are you feeling good tonight with our other sponsor? Should we talk about them too?
Me? No, I'm not. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, you know?
I did. In Florida, had do you know those Jones sodas? They make like weird flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like a hemp infused one, a THC one, And I had one just at a restaurant because they don't medicinal marijuana is not illegal down there, but they sold it. I was on the menu at a restaurant. I drank one. It was delicious. I need to find that somewhere. I don't know where you get those.
We're still doing the gummies, not every night, but sometimes I even just take a half.
Yeah, helps you get to sleep better, you know.
Cornbread gummies.
I've been taking that instead of pain medication, to be honest with you. Those cornbread gummies.
Good, yeah.
Yep.
All natural, USDA certified, baby. Who's going first?
Nikki, you can.
Sure. From WWE Shop, because I love to collect signed Ultimates. They had LA Knight. So
yeah.
I ordered it. I ordered off a Fans Edge because I had some points with that one. It's just one of the other Fanatics sites. For Austin 316 Day, they had 31.6% off. So I argued, and they gave me the difference. That's pretty cool. I bought a crap load of Knuckle Crunchers. I didn't want to bring the whole paper bag up here, but again, they're on sale. So I bought them. Some are going on eBay, so I don't know if they're really purchases. And I have another signed Ultimate showing up tomorrow. Off of High Spots. So that's about it.
Of who? Like, of who? Who are you getting tomorrow?
You'll see. That's
man.
Surprise, pal.
All right, I'll go real quick.
Yeah.
Unless Tom wants to.
No, go ahead.
Stay zoomed on me. Stay zoomed on me. Please.
Stay zoomed on Nick. Yeah. Don't switch it. Just keep staring down. I bought these on Amazon. This is the SummerSlam Roman Reigns and Shawn Michaels. I bought them just for the Build-A-Figures. They came in smashed to hell. So I got a Amazon representative on the phone and got half my money back. And then I'll eventually sell these. So I'm going to make money on this deal. It's pretty good. I don't know how you guys think this looks, but I used an extra set of hands, arms, and legs because I just got the torso and the head. And for me, it's good enough. I think this is I know you're a big fan of Regal.
Yeah.
Nick, this does not do him justice. It's so...
No, I agree.
It's so like cookie cutter and not, it's like they took zero thought into this. Like he's such a big character. So that kind of sucks.
Who's the other two? It's Charlotte, and who's the fourth person?
Charlotte, and it is another Triple H that looks exactly the same as all the other Triple H with like a sledgehammer. Yeah.
It's the top picks of PLE Build-A-Figures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a pretty bad set.
Yeah.
And then this Roman Reigns has like, I don't know when he was this happy to be tribal chief. Look at this giant smile.
That's Sami Zayn making him laugh, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Probably not, but it's Sammy breaking him.
Probably not, yeah. I found 3 of the top pick Stone Cold Steve Austins on clearance at my Walmart for $8, and I bought all 3 of them. They come with a beer and a little cooler. I think it's from when I don't know if it was the Raw 300th episode or
something like that.
Something like that. So I bought all 3 of those, and that's it. Tomorrow I'm going to purchase that Double J Jeff Jarrett. Who knows when that'll get here, but I did also we didn't talk about the huge Target sale going on right now. They have like 40% off wrestling figures. Then also you get 5 off, I think 5 off 30 and 10 off 50. So I got the Evolution 3-pack for like $40, I think.
It's not every figure though, right?
I don't know. It's Legends. It's the Legends and the Dusty Ultimate, and maybe that's it.
The greatest hits Usos were there, and Zoe scanned one for me today, and it was regular. So I would like to
maybe not.
As a try to purge elites, I think I want that version of the Usos though, because I have most of the others.
Yeah, those are good.
I got a couple things.
Nice.
Since I wasn't on the show last week, I did get my my superstars Dusty and Cody in. The belt on this, I didn't realize. I heard on Major Pod or something afterwards, but the belt on the Dusty, the NWA belt, it's supposed to be like an homage, if you will, to the old Remco belts, because this is garbage. It's like a weight belt backwards.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, part of the reason I wanted this was for the NWA title, and then it just isn't a great NWA title. But Dusty scan, I did sell the Cody already to Dougie Nunya.
Okay,
in our Facebook group. The scan on the Cody is almost better than his ultimate scans or his
Wow.
or his ultimates or elite scans. It's crazy.
I was thinking about grabbing that from you. I don't really collect those superstars,
Is
but
Dusty just an elite head?
It might be.
I feel like that's the same. Yeah, I feel like I've seen the head. You know,
It's the who farted face. Who farted, baby?
who fought it, baby?
But I also got the Rick. I opened this week instead of waiting until after weekly purchases. I got the zombie Ric Flair retro. This thing looks like a freaking statue. Like it is. He did a really good job with this. Love the blood. Love the woo face. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy that other one, but I love this one. And then
the companies that have Flair, I think, are doing Major and Zombie, like all home runs so far.
Yeah, nobody's done them in a suit in a retro yet. Just saying.
That's true.
A buddy of mine found the last two pieces I need for Superstar Series 12, which was Brett and Anvil. So I got these from him actually tonight. Very excited. Nick's got the Cactus Jack for me, so whenever I see him again, maybe at the wedding, I'll get those from him.
That's a ways away, dude.
But yeah,
hang out so much, dude.
I know.
Are we gonna do a live episode that week?
Yeah, I'm sure Nick will have time for that.
Yeah.
I have time. You're not gonna be doing anything.
So I'm going to be gone for about an hour and a half. I'll be right back.
All the work for the wedding is done by then, you know.
What are you doing? I'm going to record an episode.
Got to pick something up, yeah.
I am a horrible control freak when it gets time. I'm going to be like, no, I got to check this. I'm going to run.
That's how I was. But I'll stream live from the wedding. How about that? I'll go live on our Facebook group. Huh?
There's social media at my wedding. You can take pictures. You can share pictures of yourself and your friends.
I'll go live from the Facebook or live in the Facebook group.
I cannot be tagged. Zoe cannot be tagged, and pictures of Marley do not go on the internet.
It'll be like Phil walking into Walmart.
This kid will not. This kid is not going to have an online footprint until she decides at 18 if she wants one.
That's probably pretty smart.
Yeah,
dude.
Identity. I've not to be super paranoid, but identity theft, all this other shit. I'm like, I don't want people to know when her birthday is. I don't want people to know what her fucking middle name is. Like,
it's been a big discussion at our house with Logan and social media. Like, he has an Instagram, he has a TikTok, and I don't have TikTok, so I don't follow him on TikTok. But on Instagram, he'll like post stupid shit, and I'm like, dude, this is specifically for you, like, to look at things and for your sports profile, like, so people can find you sports wise. Like, I don't need you fucking putting like Duran memes up and stuff like that. So he's gotten better, but I forgot what he posted the other night. And I was like, would you want to coach? Oh, it's something about farts, which is fine, right? But I'm like, would you want a coach to see that? And he's like, I guess not. Would you want a teacher to see that? I don't know. So like, maybe we'll make you a sports one, and maybe we'll make and then give you a personal one too.
Yeah, lock it up, you know.
Right.
Just for farts.
Yeah.
Just for farts.
Yeah.
Put all your
farts. Jaron Duran.
Put your fart. That's a good Instagram name. Farts _ Jaron Duran. Yeah. Someone start that, please.
Baseball opening day tomorrow.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I'm actually pretty pumped for baseball.
I know the Padres have to work, dude. You know.
I'm very excited.
I don't need to wear my UConn one.
Padres need to trade Dylan Cease over here to Baltimore, baby. Please.
No.
Probably not. Probably not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen. Yeah, but I do love the first day of baseball. Like, you know, I don't like that my team is on the road to start the season, but that's never fun. But you know, we'll beat up on the Blue Jays. It's okay.
Yeah, Red Sox are on the road too. They're in Texas.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
You guys are gonna be good this year. I think I've heard a lot of good little chirps about you guys.
MLB picked them to win the AL East.
Oh wow.
Picked Baltimore as a wild card. Just saying.
Okay.
I don't know. They still got a lot of question marks. They've gotten better than last year, but they've still got a few questions. Like, I'm worried about the closers. It's Liam Hendricks and Aroldis Chapman. I mean,
he's been around forever, dude.
Dude, 2009, I think he debuted, or 2010, something like that. There was just a thing. There was just a thing on, maybe it was an MLB account. It showed like their debut and then this year's picture, and his was like before Logan was born.
Oh my god,
Logan's
crazy.
14, so
he has like 3 of the 5 fastest pitches in MLB history.
yeah, I saw him pitch at Yankee Stadium when he played for the Yankees, and I was like, I can't wait to see how fast he pitches. From the stands, you can't really tell anything, but
no.
I'm in the National League West with the Dodgers, so
it's tough sledding. I mean, that's why we
got a lot of other games to win and get that wild card.
Yes, I mean we do have 3 wild card teams now, so that's good.
It's just not even fair. Like,
no,
I think we'll be fine, and I think that teams like that are made to fuck up. Like, but
it takes one injury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy what they did, what they added to it already. Defending World Series champions get better.
All right, we want to talk about that article I sent you.
Sure.
I didn't read it.
No, you don't have to read it. It's just more of the story.
Also, hold on. Let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Alejandro.
Oh, how's he a Yankees fan living in California?
Also, Alejandro, you know I don't mean that.
No.
He said the Go Yankees for the people not watching.
Yes, you didn't preface that. You just said,
"Fuck you, bro."
All right. So I'm really good friends with my wife's cousin. We're basically buddies now. We smoke together. We watch sports. We hang out. It lives right down the 5 minutes away, so we hang out all the time. So I'm in a group chat with him and his brother and their friend. We talk sports, whatever. So he's now married to this lovely lady, has like a girl in between both our son's age. She's like maybe 10 or 11, with this guy who is a complete drug addict, loser, ended very badly, physically assaulted the women, was in jail, stabbed himself, all this stuff, probably mentally ill, So recently the guy messaged the two of them like, hey, I'm dating this girl. He's out of prison now. I'm dating this girl. Could you send a letter to the courts or whatever, and vouch for me, because he wanted to adopt this girl's like 2 kids, and they were like, basically no. It said like, this is like 2 weeks ago. No, he basically went on this like cursing tirade on over text to them. So then a couple days ago, my buddy Ben sends me an article. Suspect holds gun to woman's head, shot by deputies responding to call.
Oh,
yeah. Deputies responded to a home Sunday after a call of domestic abuse. The caller had a gun to a woman's head, pulled the trigger, but she was not shot. This was 2 weeks after this guy tried to get my buddy to vouch for him, that he would be a good father figure to these fucking kids. So hopefully he's back in jail now, but just fucking crazy people out in the world, man, that you gotta be aware of a little bit, right?
A little bit.
So, I wanted to share that story. Pretty crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good way to end the show, but I didn't want to put it at the beginning of the show, how many people are still listening at this point, but, anyway, next week we'll recap the first round of this Ultimate Edition bracket. We'll post it again. We'll post the first round via pictures on our Instagram stories. You guys will vote, and we'll compile the records there.
If we don't agree, we'll change the results.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is America.
Yes. But that's about it. Do you guys have any crazy plans for the weekend? I have Nash's birthday celebrations continue. Now we have the family coming over this weekend. It's like
never ends.
4 weeks of celebrating a freaking birthday here, but number 10, I guess, is pretty important. So baseball season for both is your kid starting games next week?
Saturday. This week
Oh,
they're
shit.
doing like a opening day thing, which is actually kind of fun. So they picked the captains, and so like his team is the oldest team, so it's the 14s and the 13s. So him and another kid from his team are captains, and they had to draft. They did a draft for all the players between the two teams, so they're gonna like do a scrimmage against each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's all pumped because he was one of the captains, and he's like, he gets to make the lineup and like figure out where everybody's playing and stuff like that. So he's pretty stoked about it.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah, and they have a real game on Sunday.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is our last free weekend before all hell breaks loose. But our good buddy from our inner circle, Mr. Zach, is my son's baseball coach, who's great with the kids, great coach. So we're excited about the season. I'm excited to see how my son does. So, Nicky boy, what you got going on?
Nothing. I'm going to watch UConn not play because they lost. I don't know. There's nothing going on.
What about the women? Are they still in?
Of course, they're
the
still
women
in.
don't lose, bro. The women don't lose.
No,
they don't win the championship, but they don't. They don't usually.
They're always.
I don't
good.
think they've lost the first two rounds, like maybe once in the past 30 years or 25 years.
Gino Auriemma still the coach?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, he's a great coach.
Yeah. People love him. People love him.
Oh yeah.
Not so much.
Nothing. I never hear any scandals or anything coming from up there.
No, the rest of the basketball world despises, hates, but
I bet. Yeah.
He's a favorite here in Connecticut.
Nice.
Can do nothing wrong. So.
All right, boys. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thanks for being here live in the chat. You guys can find us on socials or on X at CaveFig. Better to follow us on Instagram at The Fig Cave. And the best place to support us is patreon.com/FigCave. What are our giveaways for? I did a giveaway for the Tony Storm ringside exclusive figure. I announced that on our Instagram. So that is good to go. What do we have for our Patreon members for the next month, for April?
For March,
the
end of March, we're giving away that Sting 11x17 autograph photo. For April, I don't know what we have yet. Actually, I don't think we have anything right this second.
I got a bunch of stuff. Maybe we'll do the Sting AEW ringside exclusive. We can do that.
Oh, the Joker one?
Yeah.
All right.
Do that. We'll do a Sting back-to-back.
Sounds good.
Back-to-back Sting. Is he going to be at WrestleCon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
I have something to get. I want him to sign my Supreme and that Surfer Sting Elite, but I kind of want to get that done in person if this is really going to be his last year, like doing the whole makeup thing. I think he's still going to do conventions, but
yeah.
It's
going to be annoying to do that paint.
No, I think they have down to such a science. Like I remember the Major Pod saying Dustin could do his in like 3 or 4 minutes. It was like,
oh Jesus, nice. So, I do love that we got that photo with him though last year.
Oh yeah,
that was cool.
Just edit Nash's face out.
Stupid face.
He did exactly what I would have done at that age. Just make a silly face, like not realizing, like
yeah.
you're gonna hate. You're gonna be so mad at yourself in 15 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Legend.
I get it. I don't know if I could teach Marley that. Like, always smile for every picture. Always smile. You'll never regret it later on.
Kids hate it. Kids hate having their picture taken.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna work.
So do I. But all right. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys so much, and we will be back here next week. Healed up. Baseball will be started. We'll be closer to WrestleMania. And that's it.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going around, so wash your hands. So
yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah.